This is a poem I wrote for Easter Vigil 2017. It's called Thoughts on the Resurrection. There are three places that I'll stand. Here I'm the narrator. Here I'm the creator. Here I'm Jesus. I've four places really. And here I'm us. Thoughts on the Resurrection. If the tomb lay sealed, there is no deal, no squeal of delight, for the wheel of real and unrelenting chaos has one narrow end. Time plus chance add to nothing. Nothing but dread, nothing to defend, just spend, and death is a friend to end the insanity in our heads, that incompatibility we see daily that speaks of glory and higher meaning. Lost is the possibility of that feeling, of bliss in sensing our meaning to be a human being. Broken is that dream, that deal, if the tomb is sealed. If Jesus' body lies in the tomb, the loom of death weaves on with wheels spinning, grinding fury, chaotic sewing, sealing, and knowing that nothing, floor to ceiling, can have meaning, can mean having hope. No, nothing can dream of better times, just bitter lines and lies and lives, like progress, eustress, less mess, or revolution, evolution, political solution. All is doubt, illusion, and disillusion, not even a muse for the musician. Life is chaotic, episodic, hyperbolic, and melancholy reigns with disdain. All is pain and drain and strain, the mindless noise of baboons or buffoons, and no tune that sings true if the body lay in the tomb. If death's dark shadows won the day, there is no way, no frame of reference. All that is left is preference. Any attempt at meaning lies, tries, but lies. And fantasize and idolize are all that can be utilized to save our place under these blistering skies. And whether universe or multiverse or whatever verse, all is perverse, all mocks and is boring. If glory has died and the story lied and we have disenchantment as an ally, then lies and self-conceit and deceit is all we have to retreat to plug our blanket full of holes, to warm us in an unending cold. Because mold and worm are closest kin, if the din and dirge of death have sway, if death's dark shadows won the day. But what if it didn't? What if it didn't? But what if what we think we know is not true, that dead is dead and all is through, that all the rules apply, but this is new, when the Creator says, enough! Who will go for us? Whom shall I send? Here am I. Send me. But no protection will there be, only life in obscurity and poverty, hard-pressed by disease, oppressed by demoniac and regimes of Rome and Jerusalem, with a common theme. We don't like your kind around here. And threatened with divinity and authority of power that doesn't rely on brutality or legality, but sang when the stars were made. Far from understanding, but underhanded, schemed and meaned and screamed to crucify this one so obscene. Crucify, crucify, and maybe then the lie will stop. The drop he put on us, the eyes that peered through ours, through all our ire and misaligned desire, because this, our hope, is true. That dead is dead and all is through. And death had sway that day, and tombs were filled that day, but not this way, man's way, filled with hate and malice, but God's love, filled and brimming another chalice. For if the one who made the atom, the platypus, the fingerprint of Adam, if he makes the rules we follow, only he can finally swallow death, the deadliest hollow. Then only he can break them still. Only he can summon hell, for death and dying must yield his will. Only then. Only then. And so what if he did? So what if he did? Then light. Light. Light, uncontrollable, unstoppable, impossible, inconceivable. Light, glistening as the first morn. Torn is the veil that separated. Born is the first of Adam's line, recreated. No lies, no lines, no flies, no curse. Restored is the universe. Reborn is what was once perverse. Reversed, repented, and unrelenting, and more than light. Love. Love. Love, scandalous because we'd not conceived it. The Holy One must deceive us, for in our darkened hearts and minds, broken apart with designs of our own making, failing and faking at being gods with a little g. Just look at history to see. For if God's broken the rules, they aid the fools he loves with patient, tender fierceness. So the only question left is reduced to this one thing. Death. Oh, death. Where is thy sting?